I'm Will.
I'm Jennifer.
I'm Abby. I'm Peyton.
And we are
Trail Me Away.
Good morning, guys. So we are Trail Me Away. I'm Jennifer.
I'm Will.
And we just wanted to kind of go over some of the specs of the camper and why we chose this particular camper for our family camper. So here we go. We'll leave it to Will.
Well, I guess first and foremost, the price was the factor that helped us find this one. We were searching on RV Trader and we're like, hey, that one's like $5,000 under what it's supposed to go for. So let's jump on that. But it does have all the things to comfortably fit our family. It's a Jayco J-Flight 29 QBH, which means it has the quad bunks in the back, and it has a long slide on it. It's got, I think it's twin freshwater tanks. I think it has a total capacity of about 80 gallons for the freshwater, or maybe 90. And then, you know, the black and the gray, pretty normal stuff. Total length from the tongue to the back, I think, is about 33 feet, maybe 34 feet, something like that. And empty, this thing is pretty heavy. It weighs, I think it's about 7,000 pounds empty. And then with all our junk in it, it's going to be pushing right up at the towing capacity of my truck. The axles and everything are rated to carry about 10,000 pounds total vehicle weight. And when we're traveling this summer, it's probably going to be pretty close to carrying 10,000 pounds or maybe 9,000, especially if we're moving it full of water.
When we were looking at a camper, we wanted safety first and foremost for our girls. And one of the things that we did not want, a lot of your camper models will have the little escape doors on the back, and we didn't want that, just for a safety aspect when we are camping. So here you'll see the girls both have their own window on the camper, which is something that they both really enjoy. And then I'll let Will kind of share.
I mean, I guess there's normal camper stuff. The air intake here for the RV propane-powered refrigerator, which is, if you want to go down a deep rabbit hole, you can look into how those things work. They're pretty cool, but the fact that it can burn something to cool off the inside of the fridge is pretty neat.
It does have a manual slide as well, or a manual owning, excuse me.
Yep.
So the owning is something that we'll be doing. It does not have a automatic feature and button that we can just press on that one.
Which Jennifer claims she really likes that feature, so she's going to be doing most of the setting up and shutting down of camp this summer, so I'm glad that she likes that. Outdoor power, water fill, and then, yeah.
It does have the manual fold down steps,
Yep.
the 3 steps.
And
Only one door on this model. Again, just safety aspect, I prefer that. We do have an emergency window, which is the bottom window. So if there is an emergency, is a fire, something, that kind of thing, that the girls can easily get out of.
got a pass-through storage on the front that you can also access from under the bed if you want to. So that's kind of, well, I have accessed it from under the bed, and I'm not sure that I really want to do that on a regular basis, but you can. So there's that. Oh yeah, we installed the little bubble levels on this thing, and the trick to that is getting them set up so they're level or even with the bottom or the siding on here, and my experience is that's easier said than done.
All right, here you have the tongue of the camper.
Yeah, one of the unexpected benefits of this one has the electric tongue jack, which is a really nice feature. Our last camper did not, and you hear, and that's just no fun at all. We've been running one propane tank, and it came with 30-pound tanks, but just so my 30-pound tanks can stay full, I've been running it with one. And something fun that you may or may not know is you can run these without the other one hooked up, and it's fine somehow or another. The mechanics in that don't let the propane come out the one side if you got tanks hooked up to the other side. And the previous owner here did a really clever deal with the battery. Instead of having the battery in a box, they just put it in there with the cover and the strap on it, and we drove it back from New York like that, so I guess it's fine. Alright, it also came with the the weight distributing hitch, and that combined with the airlift airbags on the back axle of my truck actually gave us a really nice ride coming back from New York. It pulled a whole lot like the camper wasn't even back there, so except for the 8
wind.
miles per gallon and the wind, but that's neither here nor there. So there you go. Let's see, the other side of the pass-through here, the slide, there's a whole bunch of gunk built up on top of the slide. I had to run it in just a little bit and go through and clean all that out. And also there's something to watch out for, that there was some water getting in around here. And what had happened is gunk had, pine straw and stuff had built up back there, and it was holding this out enough that water was getting into the pine straw and then leaching inside. So all I had to do was clean that out, and it stopped letting that water get in there. All right, so city water connection, like if you're an RV park and just want to hook up to their water and not put water in your tank. We got a water filter to go here in the in-between outdoor access to the hot water heater. The thing is a lot of fun to try and get, and that was sarcasm. A lot of fun to try and get it winterized, but definitely worth the effort, because you don't want to freeze your hot water heater and have to buy a new one because they're stinking expensive. And then the outdoor shower stuff, which also had to be taken apart and winterized and everything. And then the outlet from the furnace there, which is a huge consumer of propane during the winter time. If you leave the furnace on by accident, it will eat your propane bottles. Just a public service announcement there. And same thing we're talking about, like on the other side, this is the other side of the bunks here. They each have their own window, and then storage underneath. So that's one of the features that we really liked about this camper, is that you had the option to store a lot of stuff in it, which we figured was going to be the case this summer as we were traveling. And then at a campground, you want to see if their cable hookup actually works. You can plug it in there. There's some magic box on the inside where it has something or another where you connect A to B or B to C or something like that. And we're kind of trying to figure out how that worked at the beginning. And you just hook it up, and if it doesn't work, try the other side. And if that doesn't work, I don't have any trouble.
Paper, rock, scissors, and figure out how it works.
All right, so on the back here, we moved over the spare tire carrier because what we're going to do here is, and I wanted to move it all the way over, but I figured I needed to leave the brake light visible from. Wow, that's loose. We needed to leave the brake light visible, for safety reasons. And then we're going to be carrying along some bicycles with us. So we got the
Hitch.
Yeah, the hitch, the bumper mount hitch, and I think it's Kurt Manufacturing makes a version of that costs twice as much as this one did. And unfortunately, in this case, I went with the cheaper Chinese-made thing because I just couldn't stomach it costing twice as much, and it looked like it was the same thing. So, anyways, that's pretty much it for now. Eventually, we're going to get the bike carrier to put in there, and that'll be nice because it'll be compatible with both the truck and back here. So. And eventually I've got to clean this thing out because somehow or another there's like a bunch of pine straw and stuff inside of the bumper. So I got to clean that thing out and get it
Sewer hose ready.
yeah, sewer hose ready. That's going to be an important thing. We've got to have a way to get the black water out of the tank. That's very important.
Join us next time as we explore the inside of the camper.
Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. And as always, see you on the trail.
Bye!